right. So today I have Miss K Nate. She's a promoter from Houston, Texas, and she also has her own entertainment management company. Miss Nate, if I said that wrong, please correct me. While you're introducing yourself for me.
Definitely. Again, it is K Nate. I am the founder of Soaring High Entertainment and Management LLC based in Houston. As well, I'm a promoter and the owner of the Getaway Place, a new lounge in Houston, Texas, and event curator and manager of 5 artists right now.
That's cool. That's cool. I want to tell you thank you for coming on here and giving me the chance to have you on my show. My first question for you, Miss Nate, is, well, how long have you been a promoter?
I started doing promotions in like 2013, just subtly, and then I just kind of learned a few things, and I got into radio and was like, promoting artists seems fun. So I started working with artists, doing shows for artists. So I've been doing it full fledged since 2016. So this is my life.
That's cool. That's cool. What have been some of your most fun memories while promoting so far?
Most memorable is actually going to New York. I actually had did a partnership with More Bookings based in New York, and going out there promoting artists, music, doing shows. The love that you get is amazing. Like it's just we were so well received each time I went, and I've gone 3 or 4 times now. I had never been to New York, but going to New York is always a memorable trip.
That's cool. That's cool. Um, what what promoters did you look up to before you started?
No, because I didn't even think about doing promotion. I just kind of got asked to do some things, promo, and I just started doing it. So you know that I say I look up to because I just did it.
That's cool. That's cool. When you started, were there any people who helped you start out, or did you have to do everything by yourself?
I just kind of worked with a few people, a few different teams or whatnot, and then I just stepped back and did on my own because you learn so much, and then you just have to step out on your own. So somebody saw something in me, and they're like, "Hey, come over here." Went learned a few more things, and yeah, now it's just now I'm building my teams.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, who are your five artists that you have?
So right now I manage one female artist, well actually two now. I have KC. Recently added YSL Brooklyn. D Banks the Creator, Taz the Realist, and Cocaine Carter.
That's cool. That's cool.
Those
That's cool. That's
and they're
cool.
all
They're all what?
based here in Houston.
That's cool. That's cool. Shout out Houston, man. Hey, I love Houston. I can't even lie to you. That's why I started my other channel because of Houston. Like, y'all got a lot of
Oh,
talent out there, man. For real. Where I'm from, we rock with
it's
y'all.
so
For real.
definitely appreciated. That's what it's all about, just getting these artists on these different platforms and being heard and being seen as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Who was the lady that was with you while you were on live when I met you?
That's KC. I actually do the review with K and KC. We actually started this during COVID. For me, I was traveling doing shows. That was my primary thing, or even doing shows here in Houston, concerts and showcases with independent artists. And so we got shut down. And it's like, what are we gonna do? And we came up with the idea of still keeping it around music and reviewing artist music. So the review with Ken KC. So I'm Kay, And as Casey, which she's an artist and has an ear for music, so they received us very well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And how often do you go live? With K and
To go
Casey.
live.
Say that one more time.
We're supposed to go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just this month has just been so much going on. We'll be back on track January 1st, which is a Friday. But right now we're really on Wednesday, so every Wednesday is what we're trying to keep that to the end of the year, and then but come January 1st, we'll be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, pushing the artist music, interviews, live performances, and giveaways, everything like that.
That's cool. That's cool. Um, my next question for you is, what are your future plans for your five artists?
Ultimately, just getting them seen, getting them heard around the world, just making them household names. That's the goal.
Yes, ma'am. Um, what is some advice do you what is some advice do you have to the younger generation who's trying to become a promoter like you? Cause
Just
there's
not
a lot
bullshit.
of people. I'm sorry to cut you off. There's a lot of people right now that's trying to be promoters. Like I know a lot of people who would like to do that. Like even down to the people who do it for free at the club just to get in. Like it's like and like
That's the exact.
the yes man, the position
Because
you're.
people,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. I know we kind of like got a little delay, but no, just know what you want to do and just stick to it. So if it's something you want to do, study it and see how you can maximize. That's what a lot of people get messed over, things like that. So see, make sure it's beneficial at whatever you're doing. However you choose to do it, just make sure it's beneficial to you and your future.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What are some things that you had to find out later on, while you were promoting that you wish people would have told you when you first started?
With promo, just it's not as easy as it looks. Because it's you don't realize how much work it takes. But again, if it's something you want to do, you're gonna learn about it and you're gonna make it happen. So just know that it is a lot of work. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, all right. So my next question for you is, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh,
Bull.
that's cool. What do they say about Tauruses?
We're very stubborn.
That's cool. That's cool.
but
Um,
but we go hard in everything that we do. We give our all, but we're definitely stubborn. So it's true.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what's your favorite color?
Honestly, lime green. I love brightness.
That's cool. That's cool. Um, what's your favorite number?
3.
Has it always been three all your life?
I always said I'm not having more than 3 kids. Not kids.
I know that's right. That's cool. That's cool. What are your
Or
five?
just like,
Say that one more time.
okay, I said it just kind of stuck in my head. So 3 seems to be a good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What are your five favorite foods?
Pineapples, mm, ramen, enchiladas, strawberries, and cupcakes. Well, birthday cake specifically. Birthday cake.
That's cool. That's cool. What are your five favorite restaurants to go to?
I love Whataburger. That's like my favorite place in the world. Anybody like what Whataburger? Why ask? I love Whataburger. I like. Let's see. I like Papados. These are really local Houston area, basically. Well, Texas probably primarily. Steak 48, and another place that makes the ramen. Jinya, that's what it's called, Jinya. So that's a place where I love to get the ramen from. And easy peasy place, Cheddar's.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What 5 countries would you like to visit?
You're breaking up on me. Say it one more time.
What 5 countries would you like to visit?
I want to visit. I want to go to Germany, of course. And I want to go to France. Mm, five. Those are the only two I really wanted to just travel to.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, would you rather go into space or deep sea diving?
Into space.
Or what would you like to see in space?
It's just so open. You don't know what you're going to see, which I know in the water as well, but a lot of more things have been seen in the water than in space. So it's like expect the unexpected going into space.
Yes, ma'am.
So the stars, ideally, seeing it's like, oh, that's what it really is. So just expecting the unexpected.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What are your 5 favorite animals?
Animals I like. Sure, y'all can hear my parakeet. So we have a parakeet. I think they're cool because they're just calm and they just stay in their cage. So I like parakeets. Uh, I like the Alaskan Huskies. I don't want one, but I think they're so. Um, Zebras running in the wild, just the freeness of them. Elephants, just because. And then owls. Just sit there and watch.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What are your 5 favorite drinks?
Drinks, well, I like margaritas frozen. My favorite drink when I'm out and about is Ciroc. So any kind of Ciroc blend. I'm a clear person. So any kind of Ciroc blend. I like Mike Hard's cranberry flavor. And not much of a wine drinker, but if it has peach in it, I'm bound to drink it.
That's cool. That's cool. My next question for you is, do you like to go shopping?
I like online shopping.
That's fine. What are your fi- what are you,
Oh, it just became overrated as I got older. I didn't like going to the store, going to the mall anymore.
It's just so convenient.
It's like just roll over, click, click. But going to the mall, the hustle and bustle, and finding parking and finding the store, no, it's cool. I know what stores I like.
For real. And if you got kids, you gotta take sometimes if you gotta take your kids with you, that's just a whole nother hour, 2 hours.
Yes. It's like, okay, get all of them. Okay, mommy needs to change. Mommy needs to try this on. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't
For
work
real.
for
Shout out to all my single mamas out there, man. Hey, I love y'all, man. Y'all some strong women. Shout out to the mamas too. But
But
yeah,
I people.
say
We
that one
come
time.
with so we have the mates too. Nobody. I say it's not necessarily just the single moms,
Yeah,
because
I
we
ain't mean to say
even
that.
having a maid is just still because look, the guys don't want to go to the mall either. They're like,
For real.
but
Shout
yeah,
out
so
to all the mamas.
stop
For real.
that way, all of us.
For real, man. It's just so hard. Cause I was a child. I know how much of a burden I put on my mama. Man, if I did this, imagine all the other kids.
too much on me, but they're enough.
For real. That's cool. That's cool. My next question for you, Miss Nate, is what are your five favorite websites to go shopping at?
Rainbow is my favorite. Everybody knows. They're like, yes, I love Rainbow. It's so simple, and they always have my size. Because when you're petite, it's so hard. Um, Rainbow shopping. I like Target and Old Navy, and then it's a couple of boutiques that I shop at. So I just might get this from over here, might get this from over there. So the independent boutiques, which one of the local designers, Akari, she makes a lot of things and she makes custom outfits. So I definitely like shopping with her because it's guaranteed to fit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My next question for you is do you have any talents?
Talents now, just being creative.
For
I don't
real.
sing. I don't play an instrument.
Can you cook?
It's about
Can you cook?
I can cook, but everybody knows that I don't prefer to cook.
I know that's right. Well, hey,
So
hey,
I'm that person that'll say, I'll pay for all the food, but if I have to, I can cook. But everybody knows that I prefer.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Um, being a mother's a talent. You a mother. That's one. You got one.
That is a balancing life.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what is your message to the girls of the future who are 20 and younger, and what is your message to the women of the future who are 20 and older?
Honestly, stay focused, figure out who you are and what you want to do, and push through it. Through all the obstacles, don't deter from what your vision is. Don't let anybody choose your vision, choose your path for you. You decide because and you deciding what you want to do. That's how it. That's how you succeed because you're not gonna. If you don't like it, if you're not happy with it, don't do it. And don't let anybody tell you different because your happiness is what it's all about at the end of the day. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that, but make sure you're happy in everything that you do. And honestly, that applies to both. But the over, never think it's too late. Over 20, don't think it's too late to start. Like I said, I just opened up a lounge 2020. A lot of people were dealing with downfalls, and I was able to create. So never think it's too late, never give up, and just always keep on pushing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What would you like to tell your future self 20 years from now?
Relax. Just enjoy the benefits of my work. So
Yes, ma'am.
just relax, honestly, because I'm always.
Yes, ma'am. Um, what would you like to tell your children 20 years from now?
Don't make mommy seem like she wasted her time and all that I'm doing, as well as the fact of you see while mommy wasn't home, this is what mommy was doing. So definitely, just look at what we did, and just as well, stay focused in all of their visions, their endeavors as well, because again, that's what it's about, doing what you love.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, what is your message to the current women around the world?
It's currently just push. Don't let a no stop you. If you have to create, create, because that's what I did. I didn't let the no stop me. I didn't let the naysayers stop me. Just do you and be happy in what you're doing. Like that's my ultimate message. Just be happy in whatever it is that you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question for you is, Are there any shout outs that you would like to make to your friends or to your family?
I definitely just shout out to everybody that's staying down for the come up. A shout out to all the artists that are trusting me and assisting them with their future. A shout out to everybody that's living life to the fullest because a lot of people aren't. So definitely shout out to y'all and thank everyone who is supporting me and everything that I'm doing. Everybody that's telling me when I'm doing too much or doing too little. And just thank you to everybody that's pushing me. So all of y'all know who y'all are and I appreciate it. If you don't know, you think it's you too.
I know that's right. That's cool. That's cool. Um, my next question for you, Miss Nate, is what did your parents teach you as a child that you were trying to teach your children now?
Follow your first mind. So if you think you should be doing it, give it a try. You're gonna pass, you're gonna fail, you're gonna succeed, you're gonna fail. It's okay. We all fail at some point. Everything it doesn't always go the way we think it should go, and sometimes that's a good thing. So just always try. Don't give up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, my next question for you is how do you feel women are represented in the world?
In the world, I feel like we've come a long way, and I feel like more women are voicing their opinions, their concerns, becoming proactive. So I believe that we're standing more ground, holding more ground. Women around the world are actually getting more attention paid to them. I honestly feel like we're getting more attention paid to the females of the world.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My next question is what type of content do you create on your Instagram page?
I mainly push what we're doing. So I try to make sure people know what we're doing, how active we are, and just seeing that you can do it. So it's all positive content, just pushing.
Yes, ma'am. What events do you have for the rest of December?
Was that
What events do you have for the rest of December?
actually we have a few, but the biggest one that I have going on is December 27th. It's the end of year brunch concert showcase. So it's a day where I'll be having performances literally all day. We have the vendor part set up. We have a live band. All of the artists will be performing. Like quite a few artists, of course, not all artists. And on top of it, someone's going to win an all expense paid trip to Atlanta. So December 27th is the biggest thing that I have. And of course, end of year, December 31st, New Year's Eve bash. We're still locking in all of those details. But December 27th at the Getaway Place, that's what's going on.
That's cool. That's cool. Miss Nate, any question I ask you, you can say skip or pass at any time. Um, my,
Okay.
my next question for you is do you believe police brutality is real or do you think it's made up?
No, I believe it's real.
Yes, ma'am. Have you personally or do you know anyone personally who has had negative interactions with law enforcement?
No, not directly on my account or
That's
anyone that I
good.
know directly.
That's good. And my last question is can you send a positive message to the negative members of law enforcement on treating us equally?
See a message? Oh, on treating equally. Okay, well, definitely we're all humans in different shape, form, fashion, but we're all humans and it should be equal around the board. So when we trust the police, we should be able to trust the police in every situation. So help us believe that because currently we don't believe that.
I agree. Can you send a positive message to our brothers and to our sisters on coming together?
Unity is the only way. So we have to unite in order to overcome any injustices. So you might have to start little. Most people do start little, but in the end, those that little creation can become something big. So just start somewhere.
Yes, ma'am. My next question for you, Miss Nate, is how do you feel black women are represented in the world?
Black women, um, still not an equal. Still not an equal base for Black women. Diversity. I definitely don't believe that we're on an equal playground. But again, we just can't stop. So I don't believe that it'll ever be completely equal. But we just have to keep pushing and showing that we're doing it too. So never, 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 ever doubt your worth. You know your worth. As long as you know your worth and you push it and you preach it and you continue, either they're gonna come around or somebody else will come around.
Yes, ma'am. What is your message to the current black women around the world?
Keep pushing. Don't let anybody stop you from whatever you're doing. Whatever it is, if it's making sandwiches, be the best sandwich maker it is.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Nate, my last question for you is, what would you do if you were the president?
I don't even know. President of the current US? I have no clue. But just trying to figure out a way to promote and actually push equality and just creating that sense of equality. So I definitely just try that, but just overall, do right. I know
Yes,
it's tough.
ma'am.
Somebody's gonna be saying no this way. Somebody's gonna be saying yes to this. So just knowing that everybody's not gonna agree with you with whatever decision I choose to make as the president, keeping that in mind, just as much as I can, creating that sense of equality and having a team to help me push it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Um, Miss Nate, Miss K Nate, thank you so much for coming on my show. It was an honor to have you. Are there any questions that I didn't ask, or is there anything that we didn't talk about that you would like to say?
I appreciate you for reaching out to me. I definitely appreciate it because a lot of people don't take the time to know what I'm doing, what's going on. But definitely thank you for reaching out. Just continue to follow, support. And if you're ever in Houston, the Getaway Place, 7700 Pinemont Drive, Suite A is where you can find me. And that's what we do. I do it because I love it. I do it because I believe. And independent artists, I'm all things. I'm here for them all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you again so much, Miss Nate.
My pleasure. Thanks again for having me.
Yes, ma'am.